Hey guys, it's the Proper Pundit here, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the FA Cup this season. Now, the FA Cup this season it's very interesting because the big six, most of them are out, and this season, I think I think one of the other teams, the other 14 in the Premier League, one of those teams is going to win the FA Cup because Man City everyone's predicting them to win the FA Cup. I don't think they're going to win it because I'm looking at that Man City defense and they're just going to leak goals. Like, okay, they have like Marmoush, Haaland in the attack, but their midfield is non-existent. Nico Gonzalez, he may help out with that, but they still have people like Gundogan and Bernardo Silva in the midfield. And then the defense has been rotten this season. Absolutely rotten. They leak goals, leak chances, and Man City have had it very, very easy for the FA Cup so far. Like they've been facing teams from the lower divisions. They've not faced they've not actually had a challenge yet. I think once they face a team like Fulham, Bournemouth, Villa, I think Man City are going to be in real trouble because their defense will actually get tested by those teams' attacks. And those teams have players that can cause you problems. So I don't think it's gonna be good for Man City. And then the other big six team, Man United. Anyone that thinks Man United are favorites to win the FA Cup is just delusional. And you're just basing that off of the fact that they're a big club. Look at their team. There are so many teams in the FA Cup that are better than Man United. Fulham are better. Villa are better. Bournemouth are better. Nottingham Forest are better. Man City are better. Brighton are better. Newcastle are better. There's so many teams that are better than Man United in this FA Cup. So I don't see any reason why you think that they're the favorites. And if you do think they are the favorites, then you're just an elitist. Because what about Man United this season makes you think that they're the favorites to win the FA Cup? You're just basing that prediction that you're just basing them being the favorites because they're a big club. That's literally what people are saying, basically. Because there's no good reason for you to say Man United are the favorites to win the FA Cup. People are just saying this because they're big six. That's the only reason. It's ridiculous. Now, for who's going to win, it's a tough prediction because there are many teams that could win it. I could see Villa winning it. I could see Newcastle winning it. I could see Nottingham Forest winning it. But I don't think Villa will win it. The reason is because the Champions League and the FA Cup. They're gonna focus on the Champions League. The FA Cup they'll focus on, but it's gonna like they can't play at 100% like the other teams. You know, they can't put more. They're gonna be like there's lots of distractions for Villa this season. A lot of distractions, and I don't see them winning the FA Cup because of the fact that they're in the Champions League and they have a very very good opportunity to make it to the quarterfinal. As for Nottingham Forest, they could win the FA Cup. They could. I don't it's honestly it's just hard. Like I'm basically when it comes to my prediction for who's going to win the FA Cup, I'm basically just flipping a coin because it's so hard to predict. It's honestly so hard. I'm basically just flipping a coin, but I honestly see Brighton winning the FA Cup. I see Brighton winning it because they're starting to click. Recently, Brighton have been very, very good. Ever since they lost 7-0, they've been cooking. They have been cooking. Brighton have quietly been going on about their business, and they've been doing very, very well. Mitoma is looking quality. Minta is playing really good. Ruter is playing very good as well. Their defense is getting a lot better. Brighton are looking a lot better. I can see them making a run and winning the whole thing. they have a very good team and they have lots of squad depth as well. No one talks about it, but Brighton actually have a lot of options on the bench. And I could just see them making a run. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Nah, it isn't just me. Because I've been watching Brighton and I know that recently they've been very, very good. And they could see it as a very good opportunity to get into Europe. Because obviously they are in the European races. But they're a lot less unlikely to qualify for Europa League than the other teams above them. They could do it through the Premier League, but they're also a lot less unlikely. The FA Cup is a very, very good way for them to qualify. And I just see Brighton just making a run and win the FA Cup. But we'll see. We'll see. But this FA Cup, it's going to be very interesting this season. And I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of elitist fans. Because once they realize that United are gone, and look, I'm just going to say this. If City and United were to go on the next round, there's going to be a lot of elitist fans coming out of nowhere saying, "Oh, the FA Cup is dead. Oh, the FA Cup's so boring." What do you... the elitist fans are going to come out. They're going to come out and they're going to be fuming because of the fact that there might be no Big 6 team win the FA Cup. They will be fuming because they can't handle the other Premier League teams, all those other teams there, the league does not revolve around you. They're not gonna be able to handle the fact that they're also competing as well. But we'll see. The FA Cup this season's looking very exciting. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.